Morning students. Today I am going to talk about cross spectral density topic in unit 4. So first, the definition of cross spectral density function. So if x of t and y of t be two jointly WSS process with their or cross correlation function is Rxy of tau and Ryx of tau, then the cross spectral density of this pair of random process are defined by the Fourier transform of the respective cross correlation function. So if you take Fourier transform of this cross correlation function, you will get cross power spectral density function, that is Sxy of omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into e power minus I omega tau. This is nothing but Fourier transform of or xy of tau. So you will get your cross power spectral density, that is Sxy of omega. Similarly, Syx of omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or Yx of tau into e power minus I omega tau d tau. This is the first definition of cross power spectral density function. Next, we move on to properties of cross power spectral density function. The first property is, if x of t and y of t are orthogonal, then Sxy of omega equal to 0 and Syx of omega equal to 0. Here we consider both the random process are orthogonal, that is perpendicular, then their cross spectral density value equal to 0, that is we need to prove. Okay, so if we know that already, if x of t, that random process x of t and y of t are orthogonal, then their cross correlation value equal to 0. We know the result is already Rxy of tau equal to 0 and y or Yx of tau is also equal to 0. So by making use of this, what is my Sxy of omega? It is integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xx or xy of tau into e power minus I omega tau d tau. In that, put r xy of tau value equal to 0. We know that already. If you replace, it is equal to 0. So 0 into e power minus I omega tau into d tau. So if you are putting 0 here, so you will be getting all it is equal to 0. Therefore Sxy of omega equal to 0. Similarly, we prove Syx of omega is also equal to 0. So what is Syx of omega? It is integral minus infinity to plus infinity for a transform of Ryx of tau or Yx of tau e power minus I omega tau into d tau. So put Ryx of tau value equal to 0. So 0 into e power minus I omega tau d tau, it is equal to 0. So if it is both are orthogonal, perpendicular x of t and y of t are orthogonal, then their cross spectral density value is automatically equal to 0. The property 2, next we move on to property 2. If x of t and y of t, both the random process are uncorrelated, that is independent, then Sxy of omega equal to Syx of omega equal to 2 pi expectation of x into expectation of y into delta of y. So what is this xy of omega? It is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into e power minus I omega tau d tau. So what is Rxy of tau? It is a cross correlation value. We know that the formula of that cross correlation. What is this? Expectation of x of t into y of t plus tau into e power minus I omega tau d tau. This is the formula for cross correlation or xy of tau. Expectation of x of t into y of t plus tau. Okay, so if both are uncorrelated, that is independent, then how can you write this formula expectation of AB? It is nothing but expectation of A into expectation of B. So if I am applying this result, expectation of x of t into y of t plus tau can be written as expectation of x of t into expectation of y of t plus tau. And also we know that if both x of t and y of t are WSS process, WSS means wide sense stationary process, then their mean value expectation of x of t and expectation of y of t are constant terms. Appa how can you write this expectation of y of t plus tau? If expectation of y of t is constant, then automatically expectation of y of t plus tau is also a constant. So in the place of expectation of y of t plus tau, I am going to write expectation of y of t, because both are constant terms only. So substituting all these values in equation 1, we get Sxy of omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity expectation of x of t into expectation of y of t e power minus I omega tau d tau. So these two are constant values only. So taking outside the integration, expectation of x of t into expectation of y of t into integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus I omega tau into d tau. Okay, so by making use of Dirac delta function definition, okay, so what is Dirac delta function definition? Is nothing but it is denoted by delta of omega. It is defined as, this is already defined function, okay, it is nothing but 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus I omega tau d tau. I am going to using this result in the previous equation, that is Sxy of omega. So here I need integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus I omega tau d tau value. So what is that value? So it is nothing but 2 pi into delta of omega, right or not? 2 pi into delta of omega. Now I am going to substitute that in here. So what is my Sxy? It is equal to expectation of x of t into expectation of y of t into, in the place of integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus I omega tau d tau, I am replacing the Dirac delta function. So it is 2 pi into delta of omega. This is my Sxy. So if you want to find Syx value, it is also the same one. Okay, so using the formula integral minus infinity to plus infinity or yx of tau into e power minus I omega tau d tau, so using the same procedure you can get again the same value. So Sxy and Syx value is nothing but expectation of y of t into expectation of x of t 2 pi delta of omega if both x of t and y of t are uncorrelated. Okay, right? So next, property 3, if x of t and y of t are two random processes that are jointly WSS, then Sxy of omega equal to Syx of omega. So if both are jointly WSS process, then we are going to prove cross spectral Syx and Sxy both are equal. Okay, so how can we prove this? So first is, what is Sxy of omega? It is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau e power minus I omega tau d tau. In that I am going to replace in the place of tau equal to minus tau, because it is a even function, or xy of tau equal to or xy of minus or yx of minus tau. Okay, right? So I am going to write this as or yx of minus tau. This result is already, we know that, or xy of tau equal to or yx of minus tau. So I am going to replace this here. So this is or yx of minus tau e power minus I omega tau into d tau. In that I am going to replace the variable. So how can I replace it? So by making use of substitution method. So substitution method, I am going to put tau 1 equal to minus tau. When tau 1 equal to minus tau, and what is my d tau? in the place of tau I am going to replace directly tau 1. Okay, right? So next, when tau equal to infinity, what is d tau 1 ma? D tau equal to minus d tau 1. Okay, right? And also change the limit. If tau equal to infinity, then automatically tau 1 equal to minus infinity, and tau equal to minus infinity, now tau 1 is plus infinity. Now if you are replacing all the values here, you will be get integral plus infinity to minus infinity, limit automatically changed, or yx of tau 1 e power I omega tau 1 into minus of d tau 1. Okay, so I am taking this minus outside, and also integral a to b I am going to replace as minus b to a limit. Okay, so here also one minus occurs, so minus into minus plus, so limit changed minus infinity to plus infinity, or yx of tau 1 e power I omega tau 1 into d tau 1. So this is nothing but syx of minus omega. This is the formula for syx of minus omega. So sxy of omega is nothing but syx of minus omega. Right? All of you clear? Next is property 4. In property 4, what we are going to prove, imaginary of sxy of omega and imaginary of syx of omega both are odd functions of omega. Okay, imaginary stands for odd functions of omega. So what is sxy of omega? It is Fourier transform of ryxy of tau. So integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau e power minus I omega tau into d tau. So or xy of tau into, what is e power minus I omega tau? It is cos omega tau minus I sin omega tau. That is the formula, e power minus I theta equal to cos theta minus I sin theta formula. So using this formula here, it is cos omega tau minus I sin omega tau into d tau. We need imaginary. Imaginary means this is the imaginary term, taking only the coefficient of imaginary. So imaginary of sxy of omega equal to, I am considering only the coefficient. So integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into sin omega tau into d tau, that is minus of, because here one minus, no, so minus of my integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into sin omega tau d tau. So minus of integral minus infinity to plus infinity, in the place of omega I am replacing minus omega because I am going to prove that it is an odd function. So in the place of omega I am replacing minus omega. So already one minus is there, integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau sin of, in the place of omega minus omega, so minus omega tau into d tau. So it is nothing but, what is sin of minus theta? Here it is here this is sin of minus theta format. Okay, so what is sin of minus theta? It is nothing but minus sin theta. Okay, so already here one minus, so minus into minus plus, so that is integral, this is converted into plus, integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into sin omega tau d tau. Here sin is a odd function, this integration is represented as a odd function of omega. So imaginary of sxy of omega is nothing but it is an odd function of omega. Okay, similarly we are proving imaginary of syx of omega is also an odd function of omega. Okay, right, next property, real function of sxy of omega and real function of syx of omega or even functions of omega where real stands for real part, re stands for real part. Okay, so in the previous property we are proving imaginary stands for odd function. Okay, here real of Sx of omega is stands for even function. We are going to prove that, okay, right? So what is the formula? First, Sxy of omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau e power minus I omega tau into d tau. In that e power minus I omega tau, replace it cos omega tau minus I sin omega tau. I need only real part. So equating real part on both sides, real of Sxy of omega equal to, in this place what is the real part? Integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into cos omega tau d tau. This is the real part. Okay, so I am going to prove this is a even function. So replace in the place of omega minus omega. So real part of Sxy of minus omega equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau cos of minus omega tau d tau. In that, what is cos of minus theta? It is cos theta. Okay, right? So cos theta. Upper this I am going to use that result here. So cos of minus theta equal to cos theta, I am getting integral minus infinity to plus infinity or xy of tau into cos omega tau d tau. So this is a real function because inside this is a even function. So upper real of Sxy of omega or even function of omega. Okay, similarly we can prove real part of Syx of omega is also a even function of omega. Clear? So next we are going to see one problem in that the cross power spectrum of a real random process x of t and y of t is given by Sxy of omega equal to a plus jb omega modulus of omega less than 1 0 otherwise find the cross correlation function. Okay, what is given in this problem? Cross spectral is given, so we need cross correlation function. By cross spectral, how can you find your cross correlation function? By using inverse Fourier transform of, okay, right? Because here we need cross correlation, that is Rxy of tau. So Rxy of tau is nothing but it is a inverse Fourier transform of Sxy of omega. So what is the formula? It is 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity Sxy of omega into e power j omega tau into d tau. This is the inverse Fourier transform of Sxy of omega. So first here the limit is integral minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, the overall limit is minus infinity to plus infinity. What is given in your problem? It is my modulus of omega less than 1 means minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, right? So upper I am going to split that integration. How can you split the integration? Minus infinity to minus 1 one integration and minus 1 to plus 1 and 1 to infinity. So that these are the three parts. Okay, integral minus infinity to minus 1 Sxy of omega e power j omega tau d omega and integral minus 1 to plus 1 Sxy of omega e power j omega tau d omega plus 1 to infinity. In that, in these intervals the function value is 0. Okay, there is no function in this interval because they are mentioning 0 elsewhere. Okay, they are given the function only in this interval minus 1 to plus 1. Upper these integration values are vanishes. Okay, so this only we need this one part. Okay, so in the Rxy of tau equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus 1 to plus 1 Sxy of omega e power j omega tau into d omega. Okay, so next Rxy of tau equal to, I am going to replace the function value here 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity, sorry, minus 1 to plus 1 minus 1 to plus 1 a plus function value in that interval. What is my function value? A plus jb omega into e power j omega tau into d omega. So these inside this function is addition only. So I am going to split the integration. How can you split the integration? 1 by 2 pi integral minus 1 to plus 1 a into e power j omega tau d omega plus, again if you split that integration, okay, this is 1 by 2 pi is common for both, integral minus 1 to plus 1 jb omega into e power j omega tau into d omega. So a is constant. What is integration of e power j omega tau? So integration of e power x formula. So e power j omega tau into omega coefficient divided by omega coefficient. What is omega coefficient? It is j tau. Limit is minus 1 to plus 1 plus. I am going to integrate this. In this jb is constant, taking outside omega into e power j omega t I need to integrate. It is of the form integral uv. Okay, write a integral u dv formula. Okay, so by making use of Bernoulli expression, that is u into v minus u dash v1 plus u double dash v2 and so on. This formula I am going to use and then integrate it. So jb into uv, so omega into v is in integration of, here it is dv, so we need to integrate it, then only we get v. Okay, so integration of e power j omega t into d omega is e power j omega t divided by j omega tau minus e power next is u dash v1. U dash means differentiation of omega. Differentiation of u is nothing but omega ma, and dv is nothing but integral e power j omega t d tau. Okay, using this we are finding uv value, u dash v1 value. I am getting this one. Okay, right? So and then apply the limit minus 1 to plus 1 in the place of omega. I am getting this equation. Next, if you are simplifying this equation, so it in the previous one, so here it is e power j omega tau minus e power minus j omega tau. So what is e power I theta minus e power minus I theta by 2i? It is sin I theta. Okay, right? So I am going to using that result here, 2j of sin tau divided by j tau. Okay, because 2j is missing, so if you cross multiply is, it is 2j of sin tau by j tau. Here also if you substituting this, the limit minus 1 to plus 1, I am getting this result. So what is this? E power theta, e power I theta plus e power minus I theta divided by 2 is cos theta. Illaya? So this is cos theta. So using this result here, I am getting 2 cos tau. Similarly, e power I theta minus e power minus I theta by 2i equal to sin theta. Okay, using this result, I am getting this one, 2j of sin tau. Okay, so I am applying this result and then simplify it. I am getting this one, 1 by pi tau squared a tau minus b, because in this I am taking 2 as common, so and then simplify it, a tau minus b sin tau plus b tau cos tau. Okay, clear? So this is the answer for the cross correlation function. Given is cross spectral is given, so I am finding the cross correlation function by making use of inverse Fourier transformation formula. So thank you, students.